We're on the record in cause number 32674, excuse me, let me repeat that. We're on the record in cause number 326754, the state of Texas versus Derek Allen Tomplate. Mr. Tomplate, would you come forward? Mr. Tomplate, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Tomplate, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do.
Okay, you may put your hand down. How you doing, Mr. Tomplate?
I'm great, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Tomplate, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Nolan LeBlanc. And, okay, Mr. LeBlanc, how you doing?
I'm doing good again, Judge.
That's good. Mr. LeBlanc, Mr. Tomplate, the information alleges that on or about December 31st of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, you were charged, or you committed the offense of resisting arrest, search, transportation. Mr. Tomplate, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest?
No contest.
Now, you're pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Tomplate, I have before me what has been marked as State's Exhibit Number 1. It's the misdemeanor plea admonishment. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of the same document, Mr. Tomplate, are these your initials on the line that says nolo contendere, which means no contest?
Yes, sir.
And on the next page of this document, Mr. Tomplate, is that your signature above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature down here at the bottom of the
Yes, sir.
document above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
And there's one box that's checked at the top of this document. That box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I have a document here that's titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Tomplate, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did your attorney, Mr. LeBlanc, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'd also like to offer State's Exhibit Number 2, that's the PC affidavit for this case.
Mr. LeBlanc, you have any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, no objections. State's Exhibits Number 1 and 2 will be admitted. Mr. LeBlanc, you have advised and counseled Mr. Tomplate. Is there any evidence that he's currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Tomplate, your attorney, Mr. LeBlanc, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Tomplate, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers was freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it's for 180 days, prorated over 1 year, a $500 fine, and 60 hours of community service.
Mr. Tomplate, the state is offering that you serve 180 days in jail. However, you will not have to serve any time in jail on this case because you will be placed on probation for to pay a fine of $500 plus and $2, which comes to a total of $802. You will also be required to pay a $15 urinalysis fee, and you will be required to pay probation fees, $60 each month. Now, this comes to a total in monthly installments of $150. Would you be able to pay the $150 each month?
Yes, sir.
In addition, Mr. Tomplate, you'll be required to perform 60 hours of community service, and you will also have to adhere to all the other standard terms and conditions of probation. Mr. Tomplate, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Tomplate, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you've entered into with the state. Mr. Tomplay, please stand over here on the X in front of the clerk, follow her directions, and have a good day.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have a good
All right,
evening, Judge.
all right, you have a good day, Mr. Blanc.